the other person could have, let's say, a red mark or a scratch.
Good morning. This is David Kohlmeyer, the problem solver. Thank you for joining us today. My voice is a little bit off today. I got little sniffles from the cold weather in Las Vegas here. But again, welcome to the problem solver. I'm David Kohlmeyer. I'm here today to basically help people in the Las Vegas community solve some problems. I'll give you a little bit of information about myself, which I start off the show of the problem solver to explain who I am. I happen to be a retired police officer from Henderson. And I originally started with the New York City Police Department. I served 17 years in law enforcement and wanted to give something back to the community. I've been retired the last 6 years, and I'm here solving problems on the Problem Solver Show. Again, thank you. I know we have audio and video listeners. We are on Facebook Live. We are also on a Go Live Vegas app, which is an app where you can download in order to listen just to the audio. But we are on Facebook, YouTube, we're on all the different social media platforms. Right now, I'll be sharing the information on my page, which is Dave Kohlmeyer, or the Problem Solver page. Let's see if we can get that going here. Make sure that we're live here, which we look good. All right, so long story short, I wanted to kind of go over the week in regards to some problems that I basically solved, and people always want to know the phone calls that I receive because it's kind of unusual being the problem solver in regards to it. If you have questions today, a problem that you want to basically discuss in general, you can always call in the offices. Call today because it is a live podcast in Las Vegas. You can call the studio, which is 702-329-6947. That's 329-6947, or there's an 800 number, which is 855-502-4321, which is on the screen. We also have a progressive web app, which is theproblemsolver.vegas. That's www.theproblemsolver.vegas. If you look on the screen, we have an app that basically has several different tabs, legal issues, podcasts, reviews, if you want to meet, some merchandise, if you want to share this to friends and family, events that may be coming up. The biggest thing is resources as well. Resources section has many different resources that are going to be available to help people in the community, different nonprofits that are working together. I personally try to be available 24/7 to basically help people by text or by calling me or using the app itself. I can be reached at 702-400-7474. Again, 702-400-7474. Very easy number, 24/7, as long as I'm up and not sleeping. I'm picking up the phone. If you want to text or call, that's fine. Anything I do to basically help people solve some problems, work on any issues to help anybody whatsoever. Again, the progressive web app, if you want to just submit your problem or issue, you can do that on the web app 24/7 as well. So in regards to, actually, let's jump into resources for the week that I want to share some things that are going on. These resources will always be uploaded today. Every week I'm actually adding different resources from different nonprofits that are available to help people in the community in Las Vegas, which may also help people if you're listening in another state. So resources for the week, just wanted to share with you. So COVID-19 vaccinations, I'm working with local pharmacists if you basically need to get in. So even though there's, I guess it's, if you're 75 and over, right now I think it's opening up to different places. I think Cashman Center, basically there's availability. And there's something which I don't understand at all, but basically they can't waste the shots. So if they have people, if they don't have people there, they have a certain period of time where they basically need to get people in so it doesn't get wasted. And there is like a wasted list, or, that basically they can't waste it, and there's going to be a list to call people. So I have actually got people on this list as well to help them get the shots a little bit quicker. So if you need help with the vaccination shots, you can text and call me at 400-7474. I think I'm going to add that to the Problem Solver app as well. If you basically, you're trying to get in as quick as possible, see if I can help you out, get there quicker. There's a virtual job fair, which we're going to talk to also the guest that we have today, March 25th, which is virtual. She'll probably share some information about that. We have a local law firm that mentioned that they wanted to do free wills for anyone that needs one. A local law firm, like a simple will. Sad to say that, these things, times are changing, and if you need a will, there is a local law firm that I'm working with that will basically assist you for a free will. There's plenty of food distribution locations. There's several available every single week. I'm getting, several nonprofits that are messaging me. I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get food if you're having that problem, if you're still on unemployment, if you still have issues. There's so many places that are available, which is amazing. All these different, I think it's like Project Humanity. There's different people that are available. If you go on Facebook and just ask where's food distribution, basically pops up. But you can go on my Facebook page, The Problem Solver, or the app as well, and get that information. Share that with others if you find someone that is in need of food. Also, UNLV is hiring for supporting students and families across the valley, just to different issues that are basically taking place. We have a location that does taxes for free if your income's less than $57,000. So you don't have to pay for help in getting assistance with taxes. There's GED and school programs being offered for free right now. I mean, if you're doing nothing at home, if you're a young adult, might as well get your GED and basically finish up school. We also have a Hope Cove program, which is a nonprofit, anything with helping with babies, whether it's diapers, formula, whatever it may be. Hope Cove is locally in Las Vegas helping people with anything with the babies. So like diapers, anything. If you're having like hard times, please reach out to Hope Cove. There's also COVID-19 patient support, any help or support. There's another nonprofit helping people in regards to especially people that are older. We also have Nevada Care Connections, which is helping older adults with disabilities. We also have the Richard Harris Law Firm, which is evaluating accident and workers' compensation cases for free. It's a free evaluation of anything basically that you want to be reviewed. They can be reached as well for basically getting some help for evaluating cases. If a case basically happens, I recommend always getting a legal evaluation, just because if you're not an attorney, you don't know the laws, you want to basically get an evaluation to see what's going on with your case. We also have another local law firm, Ticket Buses, which is offering a review for any traffic tickets, providing assistance. If you have a ticket, you also can go to the Problem Solver app and basically let me know, and I can connect you with the law firm that's helping people with traffic tickets, because I don't want people to go into warrants, because that's just not a good place to be. If you have a ticket, you need to take care of it. It's not like some states, things go into warrant, and we want to make sure that we don't have people driving around with warrants, because if you get stopped by the police, you go to jail, car gets towed. And if you have children, they can go to CPS, which is not a good situation. So I want to be able to start preventing, people in warrant situations for traffic tickets. Last two things: Clark County Justice Center is doing free mediation for any issues. They actually been around for a long time. Most people do not know about Clark County Justice Center. I've actually been through the mediation training myself years ago. It's an amazing program. It is free. Any issue, neighbor dispute, any of the problems whatsoever, basically they are doing a free service to help people, mediating it. They also will actually, when you come up with an agreement, you will actually place it on paper, and you will both sign an agreement, which is actually legal in court. If you have to go back to court after that, someone did abide by the contract that you agreed upon during mediation, you can use that. So it's a great program, and it's free. United Way is my last one for resources, which I always mention. 211 is available, just like there's 911, there's 311, there's 411. There's different numbers. 211 is a referral service for anything whatsoever. So if you mention that you need housing, rental assistance, again, we have on the screen right now 211 from United Way. Most people do not know about it. It's an amazing resource. I think one day we're going to have to call just to show how it works, but it's very simple. Cell phone or landline phone. Basically, all you have to do is call and say what your problem is and what kind of help, and they will refer you to the right nonprofit that's actually working on those problems, currently this week. As much as I want to help, I have other resources and other people that are helping me solve problems in the community. So those are all the resources for the week. Talking in regards to some unusual problems that I had, which I want to share stories with you guys, because I think it's kind of interesting, because you never know. If you have a friend or family member or someone that you know of that's gone through a problem, and then you hear my situation of how I tried to resolve it, I think it's good information. All right, so first of all, I had two homeless people that reached out to me that needed some help. So I want to do a shout out to Novum U and Sober Homies, which is a ministry outreach program helping people that are homeless. They assisted them with getting a homeless voucher with social services. I believe the voucher is about $300 to get people started, and they can gain housing locally. And right now, Novum U and Sober Homies are my two main programs that refer people. There's no reason to be homeless if we have help. One is more religious based, and one is more housing and employment based as well. So again, if you need help with anyone that's homeless in general, we want to get them off the street. Number two was someone was hurt while working. They actually were, I believe they were washing cars, and they were working for a specific company, and they fell off the actual truck while they were cleaning it, and they were injured. But the person wanted to go back to work very quickly, even though I asked them what their pain level was. It was from 1 to 10. They said 7. So 10 is the highest amount of pain, so it was 7. And they said, I want to go back to work. I went to the hospital. I got a knee brace, but they don't want to allow them to go back to work because he's still in pain. So I said to them, first of all, your health is the number one concern. You are working, you have workers' compensation, you have insurance. The first thing is to make sure that your knee feels better before you go to work. But these days, people are scared to lose their job. And this person really wanted to get back to work. But I said for the time being, the employer was not allowing them to go back to work anyway because he was injured. So I basically referred them over to the Richard Harris Law Firm to review their case, to get some more medical attention, to the person. I think they need like more medical evaluation, and then to see what the laws are, because we want to make sure that employers are following the law and making sure that people are educated with the law, especially if they're injured. We don't want the injury to get worse. So anyway, I appreciate the Richard Harris Law Firm helping this particular person. I had someone who also was applying for an insurance license this week for life and health insurance, but they did have a blemish on their record over 10 years ago. When we discussed sealing the record, I actually referred them over to the Defenders, which does record seals, which basically takes away a record. If there's we all make mistakes in life. If there's a blemish on your record in general, and you're having a hard time getting a job or licensing, a lot of times when you seal the record, basically people will be able not to see it any longer, like it's gone. And they can apply for a job, and they can state that it never happened. So record seals are really, really important to help people in regards to employment, in regards to housing, in regards to school, and also to prevent criminal profiling when you're out and about in the community. If you basically had a criminal case from 20 years ago, police officers are allowed to criminally profile if you have a history. With that said, when you seal the record, they wouldn't see it, and you're allowed to legally state that you've never been arrested. And I think it's a major thing that people that made a mistake in the past need to do a record seal to basically help them in their future and their family. So again, I want to thank the Defenders Law Firm for helping that particular person this week. I also had someone that lost their job, and they worked for a major corporation for an issue where everyone was doing the same exact thing. If you work with some people and one person gets fired, but the rest of the people, didn't get any discipline, is that right? So I had to refer them over to an employment law attorney as well, just to see if the laws were being followed, if she can get her job back, if there was a wrongful termination. Again, I have several different attorneys that are in my network, and basically I'm trying to refer people because I'm not an attorney. I'm basically a retired police officer with a lot of resources and a lot of contacts to basically help people. So I want to be able to get people that if they need legal help, I do have attorneys that I trust, that I vet, and then I work with, where I can call them and text them and say, hey, this person needs help. Please work with them. And if you can for some reason, then I'll get them another attorney that maybe specializes in it, in that particular situation or their issue that they have, practice of law, that we may need to get somebody else to help them. So with that basically being said, those were, the four major things that I've helped people, the unusual problems, and referring people to the right place in general. For every single month, we're actually working on several different charities to help people in the community. For this month, basically, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is a hospital that's helping children. I had the representative for St. Jude on one of the last episodes, and if you basically are looking to help the Children's Research Hospital, please reach out to me and let me know if you want to make a donation to basically help Children's Research Hospital, St. Jude. And if you want the shirt that I'm wearing, which is the Problem Solver, basically if you're looking to purchase a shirt, then there's about $14 for every shirt that will go towards St. Jude as well. We have several people purchase the shirt in general, and then I appreciate that because it is helping St. Jude. We are a good friend of mine, Aaron Manfredi, who's a realtor, local realtor, the alumni, community leader. He basically is working with the veterans to gain employment. He's looking for people that have used suits that basically we can get veterans back to work. And if you have a used suit, and I would say for men, female, whatever it may be, please, you can text me. One of the things I told Aaron was that I personally will go pick up the suit itself, if someone has the suit, just so, a lot of times we have these drop-off locations, but what happens is a lot of people get a little lazy. So I have no problem myself picking up the suit at your home, put it in a plastic bag, text me, here's my address, and I will pick up the suit within, 24 hours, and we will get that over to Aaron Manfredi, who's working with the Veterans Court in Las Vegas Justice Court to basically help veterans get back to work. So that is basically it in regards to charity. We went over different problems that we've solved, different resources available. Today we're going to have a special guest. As we're about to go to a break, I want to thank my sponsors of the show. We have some really quick commercials for the sponsors that are helping me with the Problem Solver, helping people solve problems on a weekly basis with the show. When we come back, we're going to be with Amanda Goldfarb with Employ Nevada Business Hub, which is a lot to say, and how she's helping the local community in the business. And I'm excited to bring her on the show because I've been watching her Facebook, basically helping people doing different things in the community. So when we come back, we're going to learn exactly what she's doing, and we will be back in a quick minute. Thank you.
Another day in Nevada, and we're lucky enough to call it home. The world knows us for our entertainment, but the best part about living here is the everyday people of our communities. And when one of us gets injured in an accident, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We fight for the people of Nevada every day. The Richard Harris Law Firm at 444-4444, just in case.
I recommend the defenders because they say what they're going to do and they do what they say.
You're the client, they're working for you, the attorney is your attorney.
I am very impressed with the relationship the Defenders has with their clients, and I hope to continue working with them.
It's not just signing people up, getting clients, it's we're going to take care of your problems, and they care about people.
Neither one of us are giving a handout to those people so that they could take advantage, but both of us are giving them that massive hand up.
From the moment I came into the office, everyone working at the front desk was super nice and just made me feel like I was at home.
When you call, you know that they're working for you and that they want the best for you.
Universal Motor Cars, your one-stop shop for all things auto, service, body repair, collision repair, free towing with repair, all under one roof. State-of-the-art paint equipment and facilities, trained certified technicians, lifetime warranty on paint. Universal Motor Cars accepts all insurance. Over 10 years in business. LVAC members receive 10% off labor. Call 702-754-6774.
Welcome back to The Problem Solver. This is David Kohlmeyer, your host of the show, solving problems in Las Vegas. Today, we got a lot of green going on for St. Patrick's Day, so thank for the green light in here for St. Patrick's tomorrow. So I guess happy St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. So basically today we have a special guest, Amanda Goldfarb.
Hello.
Welcome, Amanda, with
Thank you.
Employ Nevada Business Hub on the show today live. I just shared it with maybe fellow coworkers and other people.
Correct.
Just to let everybody know that if you are having a problem or you want to speak to Amanda or shout out or whatever it may be, you can call in. It is a live show. It is 702-329-6947 or the 800 number, which is 855-502-4321. Press 1 for the studio if you have any questions for Amanda or myself. So welcome, Amanda. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming and having me today.
Absolutely. And so, I was interested, I've seen you on Facebook and we know each other from Facebook.
Yeah.
And I saw, you're always doing things with work and stuff like that. And it's kind of rare sometimes to see people being involved in the community. So I was interested, I want to have her on the show to tell us about yourself, because when I did a little research, I get confused.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Are you from Vegas, where you're from, and then tell us, about Employ Nevada Business Hub.
Yeah, well, welcome. Well, thank you so much. A little about myself. I moved out here from Boston in 2009. Decided to start work and not go to college, and decided to work at various hotel and casino operations in the human resources department. But I knew I needed to do more, and I wanted to do more for the community itself. So I landed a job as a case manager with One Stop Career Center, great organization to help job seekers. And then recently landed this new role with Employ NV Business Hub. It's a great initiative that Workforce Connections is doing. So I've been here since 2009, and I love it, and I love what you are doing with the community. I love how Vegas in general is doing amazing things with the community, so I'm glad to be part of it.
Awesome, thank you. There's so many people, I'm bringing people onto the show that are helping the community. Everyone's basically doing their job to help people. So I guess I'm confused. So Employ Nevada Business Hub, is it a nonprofit? Is it through the city, the government? Explain that a little bit.
Yeah, so we're like a hidden gem of the federal government. So we work under Workforce Connections, huge initiative here in partnership with Dieter, so with Job Connects. So although we're federally funded, it's in partnership with state funded and other nonprofit organizations.
So federal funded?
Yes.
Is it state funded too?
And no, we're specifically federal funded.
Okay.
Correct.
So it's federal funded to what? To help people get jobs,
Yes.
employment?
So right now, our federal initiative is geared towards helping businesses of all kinds in Southern Nevada. It's a whole new initiative by the Department of Labor. They actually are the ones that granted this new initiative, saying, hey, let's help the businesses out right now, especially in this time of COVID. They took the opportunity and initiative with a 2-year planning and said, hey, let's open up in the midst of this COVID-19 outbreak and see what kind of resources that businesses can offer.
So is this Employ Nevada Business Hub been around for a year or two? Is it really fresh?
It's so fresh. So
Okay.
we opened up sometime in October.
October, okay.
Yes.
So explain, so where does that, maybe it's an unusual question, where does the name come from? Who decided Employ Nevada Business Hub? Why the hub? Employ I get, right?
Yeah.
For employment Nevada, I get.
Exactly.
Business, go ahead.
Yeah, Employ NV is it's specifically designed. It's a database system that we use in partnership with the state. So Job Connect, Dieter, and ourselves over at One Stop, we decided let's have one logo. It's not to confuse people with different kind of agencies. So Employ NV is the database center that we use, but they decided to put Business Hub. So it's kind of recognizing as in businesses out there that there is one location that you can go for resources.
Okay. And so let's just say, started in October, and then, so tell me a little bit more details. Is a business reach out to you, or is it regular people looking for a job?
Yeah, so we are strictly working with businesses of all kinds. So whether you're a bigger organization with 100+ employees, or you might be just an entrepreneur thinking, I might want to start a business, where do I go? That's where you're going to call us. We have various resources. Our whole goal is to go ahead and employ Nevadans. So we have great initiatives to hire, great reimbursement programs. We have work experience programs, and resources available for entrepreneurs.
So if I'm looking, so let's just start. So if I'm
Yeah.
a business and I want your help, and I know some local businesses that are just kind of starting, so
Yeah.
I would call you
Yes.
and say what program. Okay, so let's start that way. So I'm a business. I'm a new business. What can you do to help me?
Correct. So what we'll do is myself and we have 4 other girls, right, or 3 other girls, excuse me, that are business service ambassadors. So what we'll do is assess your business needs. We'll ask you various questions, and then what we'll do is we'll connect you to the exact people that you'll need to know. So you won't have to go around finding out how do I get a license, or how do I go ahead and get people hiring? How do I, what pool of people are you looking for? They're all at no cost. So it's really helpful for businesses right now to give us a call. And then what we'll do is, again, we'll assess their needs, and then they'll go ahead and we'll connect them right there. So although they might not be walking out with capital, they're going to be walking out with the direct connections. Our partners and I are really rapid response. We get very surprised responses from businesses saying, wow, it's great that you guys contact me right away. And we connect them to the right people within 24 hours.
So how does it work? So I work with a lot of attorneys that are helping a lot of my, the people that I know.
Of course.
I mean, I've heard, some lawyers are not as busy, let's just say, because people are working from home. So if I was an attorney and I basically was, let's say I'm a new attorney and I want to start my own practice, or I'm an attorney that basically is having a little bit more financial difficult time, and they came to you, who are you connecting them with?
Yeah, so we have we partner under the Vegas Chamber. They've been amazing towards us, but they also provided an introduction to our partnership now that we created with U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank has been really great sitting down with businesses of various kinds and sitting down and coaching them. So they'll go ahead and walk through step by step on what their needs will be, instead of usually what we think of banks will do, it kind of money hungry and kind of take what they can. U.S. Bank will really sort them out. It's been great to work with them because, again, they're fast response. They actually help them with different kind of maybe loan programs. I know the PPP loan has been a major hit with us, finding out how do I apply, go through the application process, and so they're able to get that money quicker.
So coaching, funding,
Yes.
Whether a new attorney or whether existing.
Established, correct.
So same thing. So any business, existing or new,
Correct.
can get with you guys, and whether it's coaching or counseling or funding, that basically you can kind of help lead the way
That's
of
it.
what's available currently today.
Yes.
So in some regards, you're a problem solver as well.
Yeah,
right? So,
right?
But for businesses in general.
Exactly.
And then those businesses are going to hire people once they're a little bit more financially sound.
Exactly. Yeah, we can actually do programs for businesses that start up, maybe have only a couple people on staff. What we do is we help the youth between 16 to 24 maybe gain work experience. That program has been great for businesses of all kinds, kind of get their help out the community, help out the youth, because what we do is we actually pay for their hours. So basically the company itself will go ahead and provide the hours for that youth to get that experience. What is real life going to be? If they want to be an attorney, what is the work going into it? They might not be fighting the cases in the courtroom, but at least you can kind of introduce them to the amount of paperwork or the amount of processes.
So is it more like an internship program?
Yes. So
Okay.
it is basically an internship program. So to get away from the government-ish, we do call it a work experience. Great.
I like
kind
that
of
work
get that,
experience.
right? So that's been a huge hit for us.
So work experience means, because I'm really big
Yes.
with interns, I've always tried to pay it forward. I'm 44 now. When I was 17, I worked in a hospital in New York City, and I interned. Actually, I got high school credit,
Yeah.
and then I moved on. I worked in a hospital. But I actually very much in for intern. Actually, when I was younger, I had a mentor that helped me. That
That's
I would
great.
say that I was more successful today because of her in general. And her name is Claire Natel, and
That's awesome.
she was really helpful. I remember as if it was yesterday her helping me. So you're telling me this is a work experience program, but who is paying that money? It's the federal government?
Yeah, so it's the federal government again. We're offered a grant every year to help the underserved community,
Okay.
16 to 24-year-olds with the youth. You get not only the work experience, but you get the attachment of the career coaches. They'll sit down with each of the candidates, kind of walk them through. Look, we'll put you through work experience. Let's get you, proper dress. Let's make sure you're interviewed well, and they walk them through the whole program. It's a great program that we had.
How many hours a week are they allowed to do?
I know there's a top of 480 hours total for each. Yes.
Each work experience.
Yes.
person?
Yes.
Okay.
And it could be varied. So there's not really set in stone.
So they could do 10 hours a week, 20 hours a week.
Yes.
I got it.
Correct.
And depending upon what they want to do for the work in the future, they think that they
Exactly.
want to be involved in, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
I love internship, work experience. I like work experience, that name better.
Yeah.
I've always, again, I think it's great. I actually do work with Northwest Career College.
Oh, that's great.
With the intern programs, and I've always been pushing interns to different. I've been working with law firms for the last 6 years. So I've always been trying to get interns there to get that experience and also, when you work at different places, there's different experiences that you get.
Yes.
So personally, like if someone interned with me, I think I'm more positive, trying to share, different things, and
Yes.
sometimes it can be a negative experience.
Exactly.
Which actually sometimes is good too.
Yes.
Because you're like, I don't want to be part of this.
Exactly.
I'm going to change my career for the future. So, what about a regular person that wants to get employment? So, someone's listening today that's looking for work that's not working, and that's let's say they're 25 years of age, not in that work experience program. If they called you and I need a job, what would they say?
Yeah.
What would you say?
So what we'll do is connect them to our wonderful partners at both Job Connect and One Stop Career Centers. Again, they will case manage them, get them everything they need, and especially in this time right now, you're walking through the door unemployed, and sometimes you need money to get employment here. So whether it be work cards, uniforms, transportation assistance, once they're in our program, they get all of that assistance for free, because we want to get them not only to work, we want to get them to a gainable employment that they're going to stay for at a very long time. Hopefully a year retention. That's our whole goal with the legislation that's offered to us. But we're looking at longevity here. We're not looking at a quick fix to get them into one door out the other and have them repeat customers, right? So we're here to just kind of get them that supportive service they need. If they need training, if they need to go, we have legal aid programs that we put them through if they want to become legal aids. So it's a great program that's offered to them, kind of getting them that experience that they need, certified, ready to go to work.
How many people, one thing I wanted to share was I feel like even though I've seen you online, I feel like people don't know that you exist. I mean, how are you guys getting the word out? Because now that I'm talking to you, I'm like, great, I can get the word out. I'm like, hey, call, But I feel like, with some of these names of the federal government just get so long.
We're so, yeah.
And then people just don't know what we do.
That's what it is. It's so government-ish, but with this
Just be
initiative.
like, you need a job, you need help.
Yeah,
your
you need
business.
help, right? That's it. It should be simple. It should be simple, and that's why Workforce Connections and Job Connect are kind of doing a whole initiative where they're trying to not stipulate so much into government and kind of base it to people that know, hey, this is where you go for a job, or with businesses, what you can reimburse programs. I didn't know that. Well, that's why we're here today, and that's why we want to make sure that we are now word of mouth. Unfortunately, can't advertise so much per se on billboards, but you will see, partnerships with state legislators, city legislators, and partners like yourself, where you're able to kind of put that word out.
I think these days, everything that's social media, I just think you need like a simple flyer, and then
Yes.
you just need to share it like every week, and then, do the whole Facebook story thing
Yes.
and Instagram. I just think it needs to be real simple, like need a job, starting a new business, call this number.
Yes.
Because I think like when you say workforce connections or job connect, I mean, these names get like a little complex.
It does.
And I've referred people over the years as a police officer to Job Connect. In Henderson, when I was a police officer there, I think on Water Street there was Job Connect. I mean, I think I walked in one time to Job Connect over there, but I was just curious, are they really making a difference? Are they really getting people jobs?
Yes, I know it looks like we're quiet mouse behind cubicles, but these men and women that are behind these, there's so many processes that they're going through to get these people work. It's an amazing ecosystem from behind the scenes. So I give props to every one of you guys out there that are working for the state in unemployed office. You guys have been incredible. But yeah, so, we're trying to make it known now more, so.
When I worked in a law firm for the last 6 years, and I used to help people all the time, I would go home at night and say, you know what, I helped several people, I got this one help, and I felt good about myself. So I think you guys are doing great work. I just think that we need to, especially myself, I'm going to start, preaching about you guys.
Please.
Because it's especially a new program, and
Yes.
there's always so many programs out there, And
Yes.
I always tell people come to me and say, I want to start my own nonprofit. I'm
Yes.
like, there's so many nonprofits out there. Just attach yourself to a nonprofit and then help out. It's just real simple. You don't need to start a whole nonprofit organization.
We have a lot of people that are actually starting nonprofits, and it's been really cool to see the processes that they have to go through. But yeah, we have two incredible girls right now that are the ambassadors that are actually working on our social media platforms. So Employee Envy Business Hub should be on their Facebook page now. We're kind of establishing, posting, making sure that the word is out.
Okay. Again, I'm here with Amanda Goldfarb.
Yes.
And she's with I'm saying it wrong again, Employee Nevada Business Hub.
Correct.
And if you have any questions for her in regards to being a business, or you're looking for a job or for employment, you can call in. Again, 329-6947 or 855-502-4321. This podcast video and audio will also reach, even though today it goes to maybe a few hundred people that may be watching it, eventually it'll go to maybe about 7,000 to 10,000 people. So you can call at any time in the future, and we're going to get your information after we come back from a quick break. I want to thank my sponsors, for the show, with a quick commercial break showcasing their services in the local community. And then we'll be back with Amanda to ask us some more questions. And I appreciate Amanda for being here. And I appreciate all the listeners and the followers that I have at The Problem Solver. And we will be right back in 1 minute. Thank you.
Meet Joe. Joe's a very busy guy. He's always driving from work to meet friends. And sometimes Joe's in a hurry and doesn't follow all the rules. Joe just got a traffic ticket. Traffic tickets are a major hassle. You have to take time off work to go to court and stand in long lines. A couple days later, Joe saw his friend Matt. Joe tells Matt about his traffic ticket troubles. Another traffic ticket? Just call Ticket Busters. Ticket Busters? Well, what's Ticket Busters? Ticket Busters is the quick and easy traffic ticket solution with licensed attorneys. Ticket Busters went right to work for Joe's ticket. Ticket Busters did all the work, saving Joe time and stress. A few weeks later, Joe receives a call from Ticket Busters, and his traffic ticket has been resolved with no points, no traffic school, and no insurance increase. Ticket Busters helped Joe bust his ticket, and Ticket Busters can help you too. Go to ticketbusters.com, download our app, or call 702-666-6666.
Activated.
Welcome back to the Problem Solver. We just took a quick minute break, and we are back here again. Thank you for following and listening. Just to let everybody know again, we do have the problemsolver.vegas progressive web app with resources, legal issues, any problems you have, you can go to the problemsolver.vegas. There's also a QR code. If you're watching from your computer, you take your phone out, you basically use the your camera, and basically you scan into the QR code. Then you can add the Problem Solver app to your home screen, which is something different. You don't have to download it. That's a progressive web app through the Problem Solver. And then we also have Go Live Vegas app, which is something you do have to download from the App Store, where if you want to listen to the different shows that Go Live Vegas has, the Problem Solver is one of the shows on the Go Live Vegas network, and you can download that and just listen to the audio side of it. And then again, the Problem Solvers are going to be on every Tuesday, 11 o'clock, live from 11 to 12, talking to different people, helping people in the community, businesses, and local people. So we're back here with Amanda Goldfarb with Employ Nevada Business Hub.
Yes.
Ken, thanks for joining us again, sharing some great information
Of
about
course.
how you and your colleagues are helping people. Quick question for you. So you mentioned DETR, which is an acronym. What is DETR and how you connected to it?
Yeah, sorry about the acronyms. So DETR is the Department of Employment, Training, and Rehabilitation. They're the state workers. They do exactly mirrored off what we do, but they go off state funds, and we're off federal funds.
Got it.
Yes.
So how do they, you're off of federal funds, they're off of state.
Correct.
But they're doing what? Unemployment.
They do everything. Unemployment, case management. They have a veteran side. They have a disability portion side. They have job developers who go out in the field and kind of knock on doors of employers too. They have great state works programs.
So they have case managers. They have different people helping people get jobs, not just collecting unemployment.
Exactly, yes.
Getting people back to work.
Yes.
And then Job Connect is?
Their offices. So you'll have, their individual offices of all the Job Connects, which the One Stops did partner with them. So you'll see One Stop Career Centers and Job Connects all together in one office.
So they're in the same office?
Yes.
And they're just the same mission is to help them, case manager, getting people back to work.
Yes.
How many Job Connects are there, do you know, in the Valley?
No.
I know there was one in Water Street, probably 3 or 4.
There's a bunch. They have Water Street, North Las Vegas. I know that I know the One Stop Career Centers, we have 15 locations.
15,
So we're actually partnered with the Library District as well. So shout out to the Clark County Library District. You guys have been amazing to us. So we're in the libraries and in with the community.
So wait, if I go into a library, how does that work?
Yeah, so you'll see one-stop career centers in several libraries. North Las Vegas, we have the Alexander Library, we have the East Las Vegas Library. We had standalone offices within the Job Connect offices, but right now, obviously, they're closed. I don't know how their operations are working right now. But yeah, so you'll just go into library, right? And you'll see one-stop career center banners, and you just walk in and ask for an appointment.
At the library?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
One thing I'll share is if people, don't have transportation, they can't, everyone's got a phone, number one. Everyone has the internet.
Yes.
Everyone's Googling. People could watch me, right, in general. But, there's libraries that are very local. You don't have to go so far.
Exactly.
So if you need some help with employment, I always tell people to go to the library.
Yeah.
Had someone the other day that didn't, actually was trying to get unemployment. Okay. And they said they didn't have access to a computer. They were older.
Yes.
I said, just go to the library. I'm sure they'll help you there.
Yes.
Gain access. So just remember, I think we forget that the library is a source in general for helping, people. So that's great to know. So in regards, let's give out your information, where you're located. Can people come in, or is it just phone calls? Do you want to just give some of your information?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my information. Again, my name is Amanda Goldfarb. I can be reached directly at 702-971-1092. That's direct my cell phone, so go ahead and give me a text or call. We have our main office right now. We have 2 locations, so check them out. I know we're in the Vegas Chamber office, so that is by the appointment only, but we have our other hub location located in the Sahara West Library. It's a great, they have huge meeting rooms. They have so many hub spots for businesses alike, so go check them out.
I want to come by and see the facility so I can refer people.
Please do.
You said that there's a location, like a conference room, that people could use?
Yes.
And there's no fee?
No. Yeah, any business that you might want to, if you're, need retraining program that you're now, your team, you want to do, whatever it is, workshops, we're here. Elizabeth and Janae are the ambassadors over there. Okay. So you can just reach out to them and book a room.
How big is the biggest room?
Oh, it's huge.
How many people can you fit?
Check out our website.
Okay.
So it's at the employandbebusinesshub.org.
Okay.
That way you'll see virtual tours of each of the facility. You'll see how many meeting spaces that we have, what we do, how there's, Workforce Connections in Jaime, shout out. He had redone all the library, and it's an amazing technological space out there. So it's awesome.
So yeah, this is great to know because I work with Novum U to basically help people with employment and housing. And he called me. They're moving offices, but they told me the other day saying, if we don't have the new location set up, then we need a place to go to.
Yes.
For maybe just for like a few hours for one day.
Yeah, of course.
So I was thinking where can I help? So I didn't really know. So it's a great resource to know.
Yes.
I'll check out the website and maybe we'll add some of the different resources to my page as well to
Please
get it out
do.
there.
Thank you so much.
So so we talked about local businesses with recruitment. So we talked about people that need a job, so you can connect them. If you're a local business, you can connect them. So
Correct.
basically, we're covering both parts.
Yes.
Which the people that are working are helping the businesses that are successful are going to be gaining new employees.
Exactly.
So the bottom line is we got it covered. It just depends upon what they need.
Exactly.
The biggest things that you guys are available. It doesn't cost any money to basically get the help.
That's it.
Okay. Is there anything any unusual or creative? I always like for creative stuff. Like I'm always looking like, what is there anything really creative and different that you guys do? That like the conference room that's kind of different.
Oh yeah.
People probably didn't know about that.
No.
Is there anything else that's unusual, creative? And I guess we could talk about the loan programs, the PPE. But is there anything else that's very different, unusual that you guys do that nobody knows about?
Well, the hubs are specifically designed. We're new, so the Department of Labor right now is looking at it to see if this federal year will be a success. Mm-hmm. If so, it's unheard of. So what they'll do is adapt them to other 50 states.
Got it.
So I think that in itself is finding that one resource or businesses has been extraordinary and unheard of. So this is a great platform for the federal government to kind of really pitch down on what the needs of the people are.
Are there any other states that are doing this similar?
That's it. We're the only state here in Las Vegas. Yeah.
So no other states are basically having this type of hub?
Nope.
And how did you know how we got that, or is it
Yeah,
the governor? Or?
Workforce Connections and legislators in the state actually had this idea several years ago.
Okay.
So they needed to roll it out, and although COVID hit really hard, they decided either it's like we wait or we have to gun ho and do this right now. So they decided to do it right now.
So as long as you're a local business in the state of Nevada, basically that you can get some help. So even if they're up in Reno, or is it more Las Vegas?
No, yeah, we are the only hub here in Las Vegas. So if you're a potential outside or even in Reno looking to relocate, that's a possibility. But unfortunately, if they're in other states, then no, we wouldn't be able to help them out with other states. But we've been having great experience with other states calling in. We partner with the Las Vegas Global Economic Alliance. And what they do is help find office space, tax rebates of location of office spaces, warehouses. So that's been a huge hit for people looking to relocate here.
I mean, I'm definitely going to get with you because I want to find all these things. I feel like I got to write all these lists
I know,
down
it's a lot.
So if someone says something like, go here, go there, but I'll definitely go to a tour. And can people, so with COVID, as things are changing, I guess it's 50% occupancy. If things change, opened up a little bit there?
Yeah, so we're going to start hosting mixers and business events. So look out for that. In May, we'll be rolling out a lot more live events. So if you check out our webpage, we'll definitely have that on the calendar what events we'll be hosting.
So I've mentioned to you before that I met Joe Green, who's with the Vegas Chamber, and he does business development.
Yes.
Do you work with him? How do you work with him?
So they work directly with us. Of all the Chambers members that are there, they've been amazing. Not only letting us know the ends of everything, but making sure that we're part of the Vegas Chamber team. They'll send their referrals because, of course, they get calls every day. So we'll get email referrals from them all day asking us for help. Can you help with various items? There's not a no. So I don't want you guys to think that maybe I'm a business owner, but I might not be able to help me. You call me and ask, because we can definitely, even if it's out of our range, we'll make sure to still make that connection for you.
You mentioned, how does it work in regards to like someone that's young that doesn't have like a suit or dress or attire?
Yeah.
Do you get donations, or do you work with any local?
We do. We have various nonprofits. I know there was a suit attire nonprofit that we were working for young men. We have Dress for Success. They've been amazing for us young women to get everything for a woman to get prepared for work.
I think the Dress for Success is connected with Men's Warehouse is it connected with them?
Yeah,
right?
they have great partnership with them.
Okay, because I go there once in a while. And I think it's once a year. I think they need to do the program more often, because once a year I remember let me take some suits. I think if they do it twice or 3 times a year, it would help.
They're right.
And I know I go inside, they have the suits racked up, and they give you like a credit and a coupon, which I never wind up using. But I think it's a great program, and like I said, my friend Aaron Manfredi, who's doing the Veterans Court, I think it's great that we have tons of suits and clothes that we don't use. If we can give it to people that are going to get employment, to make them look good, to feel, like it's a new start for them, to feel empowered to basically go get a job and to make money and to be successful. So if anybody has any type of suits, like I mentioned before, I'm going to work with Veterans Court with my good friend Aaron Manfredi, but also, if I can help your organization as well with basically donations. So when I want to reach out there, I think what I'm going to continue doing is if anyone has any type of suits or clothing that, whether it's male and female professionals for work, if you want to basically donate it personally, I will come to your home, pick it up, put it in a garbage bag, a nice clean garbage bag or a clean bag, and then basically I will pick it up. You can leave it outside, and then I'll pick it up, because I feel like a lot of people maybe they don't want to get out, or maybe they don't want to. Sometimes they think they want to get involved in something, but they don't want to go to the location. So I'm going to make it really easy. I'm coming to your home. I'm coming to your home. I'll drop off my business card. I will pick it up as well. And then, people will be able to help in the community, and you'll feel better about yourself by helping people. So I think it's awesome stuff in general that you're doing. I want to just take a moment to recap. So in the future, even though right now it's Tuesday, 11:45, people could be on a break or they're about to go to lunch. But in the future, people are going to see this, so they will call you. And they can text or call you. They can text and call me as well. So just to recap, your cell phone number is
702-971-1092.
And my number is 400-7474. So you can text. You can do a group text for both of us, or text individually, whatever we can do to help you guys out there, whether it's employment, housing, whatever the issue may be. Again, my job as the problem solver, what I'm doing is, this is a free program. It's complimentary. I'm just doing this to pay it forward, helping people solve problems one problem at a time. And I have a full team of all kinds of people. I mean, you name it. I have mortgage agents that are helping people with loan modifications. I have real estate agents that I deal with that are English and Spanish speaking. We have a full legal team that I work with basically to any type of legal needs, whether criminal defense, family law, employment, wrongful termination, personal injury and accidents. I mean, I'm working with the best attorneys, and it's not all about money in regards to these attorneys that I work with, because I do vet them, and if I'm sending you to somebody, it's because they're going to take care of you. And a lot of these programs they have are it's what I call no money down legal programs. They'll work with you with no money down. Sometimes it's contingency. But I think what it comes down to is that, if people reach out to me, I'm gonna lead you in the right direction. Remember, I say this again, I'm not an attorney. I am just a retired police officer. There's a lot of resources, and I've been here 19 years. I have a lot of contacts, so I want to basically help people in the community. And, I live for the fact of people saying, hey, thank you so much for helping me. And when I go to sleep at night, I help 2 people that were homeless, getting them, homes, and helping people getting jobs and employment, and now with you as a new resource as well. We're going to go to one of our last commercial breaks for a quick minute. I want to again thanking the sponsors for the show with some of the quick commercials: the Richard Harris Law Firm, the Defenders, Ticket Busters, Universal Motor Cars. These are some people that are making the problem solver a reality, and I appreciate their time. We'll be back with a quick minute, and we'll finish up with Amanda to go over a few more items to basically help the community in Las Vegas.
Yay.
Thank you.
Another day in Nevada, and we're lucky enough to call it home. The world knows us for our entertainment, but the best part about living here is the everyday people of our communities. And when one of us gets injured in an accident, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We fight for the people of Nevada every day. The Richard Harris Law Firm at 444-4444, just in case.
Welcome back to the Problem Solver. Again, welcome back to the Problem Solver, the podcast and show. Thank you for joining us. We have about 11 minutes left. We want to get some great information in to you guys out in the community in Las Vegas and throughout the United States as well. Again, we are here today with Amanda Goldfarb with Employ Nevada Business Hub. Employ Nevada Business Hub. Long word. And basically, bottom line is that she's a problem solver herself with her and her colleagues, helping people solve problems, getting people employment, With employment leads to housing and leads to all the other good stuff that we basically need. Without jobs, without employment, I mean, it's sad to say we need money to survive. And basically, also we want to feel good about ourselves that we are helping people, to everybody, whether you work at Burger King or you work at a laundromat, we're all doing our part in society to basically help others. It's just how you look at it and having a positive mindset in regards to what you do. So I wanted to find out, tell us a success story, something that our viewers and listeners will be surprised to hear, like a cool impact. Do you have any unusual stories? This is a live show, so basically this is all organic. She doesn't know the questions I'm asking. Is any? I mean, maybe you don't have a story, but
I mean, as a case manager, we see miracles every day. I have helped a homeless veteran get his IT certification and was working at a really great company by the end of the year. Came back and actually thanked me for actually believing them. And we hear a lot about these stories as case managers. We've also helped this business, been great. They actually have a new technology that will evaporate the COVID-19 virus with a refrigerator size machine that will be now in various schools, sports arenas, things like that. But we started from getting them their foot in the door license all the way to their ribbon cutting event that happened so we're, check out our website, you'll see the testimonials. But we're doing amazing work out there, both for job seekers and for businesses.
So I'm not sure if it's any different. One of the questions I was thinking of is that for entrepreneurs, I mean, whether you have a business or if you have a creative idea that you want to work on, I mean, what about like something like this is unusual, like someone, I actually met someone the other day that says they had like a patent or like a trademark. Will you help with that too?
Yeah. We've had some, really cool stories over at the West Sahara Library. They walk in and say, hey, I want to do this, but, I got patent for this idea. What do I do? How do I finish this? And Nevada's Business and Industry has been a great platform and partner for us. They'll walk through them as well and assess them and kind of roadmap where they need to go. It's been really cool to see that.
So I have someone that came the other day. I was speaking at a speaking engagement, and someone came up to me, gave me like a 6-page document. I mean, it seemed like really out there, but he said like he had a patent. I'm like, I was thinking I'll get with a patent attorney. But maybe I'm going to get with you to figure this out. I mean, I didn't get a chance to read it. I've just been busy for my whole week doing 100 things and preparing for the show as well. But maybe I'll get with you in regards to that. But I'm interested. He seems like a very intellectual guy,
That's cool.
Someone to say that I already have a patent. Like, I don't even know how that goes.
I don't know either.
So you have people.
Yeah, we do.
As long as you have people, that's good.
Yeah, it's really cool. We'll never turn them away,
That's great. What are your thoughts with downtown, with what's going on? I've driven downtown with the whole thing with Tony Hsieh, with his passing and stuff like that. I've always wanted to get like a map with the redevelopment to see where things are going on. It's kind of a little too late per se. But like downtown's pretty quiet. People saying they're not going downtown now because of COVID. It seems like people are just dying to get out. And I noticed there's some local new bars and restaurants on Main Street, and they're building. I mean, things may really just take off over the next few months. And then I think it's going to be like people are going to speed up for the fact that they were stuck at home for a year. They're going to just go out and spend money and do things in general now with the stimulus check as well that's taking place. What are your thoughts with downtown? Because you had all these properties. I didn't really research like 100 properties downtown. A lot of them were fenced off. What do you think in regards to business development? What's your background and just your personal opinion as well?
Yeah, no. Tony Hsieh has been, the forefront of what businesses should adapt and how he committed himself to cleaning up downtown in the community itself. So that sets forth to other entrepreneurs that want to open their businesses. You can see really cool businesses downtown, and I know the city of Las Vegas and downtown have been creating these amazing initiatives in the next couple months as we slowly start to open, and once the recover portion of the businesses start. I think that it's a gem in itself, and personally downtown Las Vegas has been from the time I moved here all the way to now, it's been the go-to spot. And I appreciate the art that's down there. I appreciate the culture, and you guys check it out and support the small businesses down there.
It's amazing. Yeah, I've been here 19 years, so it's amazing just to see what Tony did. But in the back of my mind, I'm concerned, like, do we have another person that's really going to be taking over that? We really need someone to like push forward Tony's dream in regards to what he was doing with downtown. Now I guess it's a little bit of a setback with COVID, but maybe with funding and these PPE loans and stimulus, and maybe that we can have somebody take lead, or even the city. I mean, I think the mayor is really doing a lot from Sahara all the way down to downtown. A lot is going on. I don't even know what's going on, but they're doing more than they've done ever in 19 years. Have you got a chance to see the mayor, speak to the mayor? Does she come in your office at all?
You know what? They actually have been having these economic forums where they'll sit down in partnership with all parts of Nevada. So, as far as the sit with Goodman, they want to push it out. They're excited for the different projects out there, which in turn gives us hope as well. And I know with the general manager for Plaza and all that, he's I think they're going to expand. Circa was just one of the one big door that swung open, and I think it's going to provide a lot of different projects and possibilities down there.
My parents are arriving today from New York City, and I want to take them to Circa. I haven't actually been there yet.
I've never been there.
But everyone basically talks, it's nice to see just something new on that strip, in general. So I think it's great in general. So I don't think that the downtown, maybe over the next 6 months, things will change a little bit.
I believe
with things,
so.
people getting back up in general, and then maybe the local businesses being more involved. Tell me real quickly about the PPP loans that are available. How you connected with that?
So the
PPP.
Can
you give me some money? Is my question.
Yeah, we U.S. Bank has been great to us, but please take advantage of the PPP loan. It's a paycheck protection plan. It's provided by the Small Business Association across the United States. You give us a call, give me a text, and shoot me a text, and I can hook you up with the great team over at U.S. Bank. They'll walk you through a step-by-step process. Please, the deadline is March 31st, and we need to get this in immediately for the lease application.
And just to recap, some people don't know, that basically is helping people that the employer is basically getting money to pay them.
Correct.
If they're having difficult or financial times during this pandemic.
Exactly,
right?
yeah. So it's paycheck protection, so all their employees.
How much money is out there for that?
Ooh, there's a lot. There can be a lot of money out there. Yeah, so.
Okay, so that's good to know. Tell us about, when I was doing some research, March 25th is a job fair. How you're connected to it? How does that, It's virtual? Is that the first one, or?
Yeah, so this is going to be the big virtual event, and it's going to be held a lot with the Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, Congresswoman Susie Lee, and a couple of the commissioners here in Las Vegas, along with Job Connect and One Stop. It's going to be over 50 plus employers that will be there. It's a new virtual event, like you said, not before held platform. So again, if you want more information, you can go to nvcareercenter.org. That way you'll see the huge job fair. It's on the 25th from 10 a.m. to 2.
So how does that work? I mean, it's a virtual job fair. Like, they click on a button, and basically, here we got it on the screen right now. But how does it work? They so there's a QR code to register.
Correct.
nvcareercenter.org/job fair. And I actually recommend everybody to get on this if you're looking for work. More than 50 employees basically hiring. It's a virtual job fair.
Yes.
There's no excuse. You can do it from your home, your phone, in your bathroom. Anywhere you want. You're at the job fair, right? So there's no excuses.
So please dress accordingly. Although it's going to be virtual job fair, we recommend you dress head to toe, not from waist up. But make sure that you have your ready, set to go like you would any other job fair. And just be you. We know that you're struggling. We don't, and we'll take a look from there. But these employers are actually looking for work, for hardworking people. As simple as just showing up. So showcase your skills.
So how does that work when they go online? Is it different people viewing them at the one time? Is it individual?
There'll be individual employers that will be able to kind of, it's kind of a newer platform that they're using.
Okay.
So I've heard it's brazen platform. It's been great. Easy, user friendly. So, if you feel like you're not there technologically savvy but please do. It's an easy step-by-step process.
So you're saying it's individual.
Correct.
And could they also be group interviews?
Yes, so they might break out into groups. They and that's depending on if the employers want to.
Do you have to send the resume prior?
They might. I know on the registration, sometimes it does have to have you submit the resume on there. I recommend that you do that if it's offered.
Okay.
Yes.
So they should have a resume ready to go?
Please do.
And also, there's places that offer a resume.
Yes.
I mean, these days you can just Google and probably put information and basically create a resume. But I think there's different nonprofits that help people.
Yeah, I mean, even Job Connect, they'll go ahead and do it. Yeah, they'll go ahead and, and help you out, even at One Stop Career Centers. We have workshops, virtual workshops, so definitely drop by and see what's available for you.
Okay, great. So the bottom line is that if you're looking for a job, if you're looking for an experience, if you're a young adult, if you're old, it doesn't make a difference. There's basically employment opportunities that are out there. You basically just need to take some action, get on the programs, and basically, make something happen for yourself. So I urge everybody basically, because unemployment also is running out, and then basically things are going back. Eventually we have to go back to work.
Yep.
So I think people basically need to realize that as well, and just basically start looking for jobs to be productive, because you're gonna feel better about yourself anyway.
Yes.
So I urge everybody to basically take some action this week and this week and next week for the month of March to get back up and running, so we can make all of society and all of Las Vegas, a great community by getting back to work and getting, the city, basically excited again, getting people out. It's 50% occupancy, people going out to eat and drink and so on. So of course, stay healthy, wash your hands, still take those precautions necessary that you need to. Again, I want to thank Amanda for being here today, sharing all this great information.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm going to refer you to tons of people. I'm looking forward to touring the place. If anybody has any type of problem, again, there's a QR code on the screen, theproblemsolver.vegas. Any problem, any concern, any legal matter, I have the resources, the references, the people that you basically need to basically help you. Again, I'm David Kohlmeyer, the Problem Solver. I'll see you next week, and thanks for joining me.